This should go super fast because we're just doing the part 2 piece of it because we already did part 1 and then redoing that will be one of our stations. So, learning target, I can solve problems involving proportional relationships, which we've already been doing, but now we're going to do it more explicitly in notes so you have more examples to look back at. So again, remember, pause, 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 and there are more resources at that Google site, and there are way more resources on your learning map. So, all right. Yay! Choir sings at church tomorrow. I'll leave that in there. I'm not going to bother editing a third video. So, last thing in our table of contents so far, problem solve with proportions, page 6. And I want to be clear on this because I do like shorthand. I want to save you time when you're writing things. I guess I'm editing another video. Okay. So, problem solve with proportions. This W/ stands for with, W-I-T-H. If you want to write out the whole word, you can, or you can do shorthand, just an FYI. So I can solve problems involving proportional relationships. Pause the video, write that down. So, we are going to do a bunch of examples. 5/8 equals 20 divided by D. Another one we're doing is y divided by 6 equals 2/4. We're also doing 48 divided by 12 equals A divided by 15. And we're having T divided by 10 equals 15/20. Pause the video and write these first 4 down. Awesome. So this is 48, by the way. And then on the bottom half, we're going to have 2 problems, and then we're done. So it's just 6 examples. So on this first one, remember how we were able to multiply denominators? So like 5 times 4. I'll use the pink. Why not? Pink's nice. I like pink. So 5 times 4 gets us that relationship with 20. We know that these have to be proportions because they all say equals. There are no question marks above the equal sign. I know they have to be proportional. I know these 2 ratios are equivalent. These 2 are equivalent. These 2 are equivalent. These 2 are equivalent. So if I can multiply 5 by 4 and get the other numerator of 20, I know I have to multiply 8 by 4, and now we'll get our mystery number of 32. So I know, based off of it being a proportional relationship, that D has to equal 32. Using that information, we can go from denominator to denominator and numerator to numerator, or we can go within a ratio. So within this ratio, to go from 2 to 4, I'm multiplying by 2. That pattern has to hold up on the other one as well. So y times 2 gets 6. What's the opposite or inverse of multiplication? Division, okay? So what if we instead thought of it as divide by 2? Now we go 4 divided by 2 gets me 2. 6 divided by 2 gets me 3. So y equals 3. So you can think of it as multiplication or division. One goes one direction, the other goes the other direction. Okay, so 48 to 12. So that's another division. Okay, so I'm seeing the division first. I'm seeing the divide by 4. But I don't really want to go in that order. I don't want to do A divided by 4 equals 15 because I don't know what A is. So I'm going to go backwards. Instead of division, I'm going to do multiplication. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to multiply by 4 and go up and multiply by 4. So 12 times 4 gets me 48. 15 times 4. So to do this one, what's 10 times 4? 40. 5 times 4? 20. 40 plus 20? You should end up with 60 as your missing value. All right. On this one, I want you to try this one on your own. So pause it. So this one, I'm going to actually go, I saw the times 2, but if I did times 2, I'd want division. So I'm trying to catch myself ahead of time. I want divide by 2 and divide by 2. 20 is an even number. So 20 divided by 2 is 10. 15 divided by 2, you could either leave it as the fraction 15 halves, or you can write it as a decimal as 7 5/10, or 7.5. Okay, so that would be your answer. Yeah, that's not how I did it. They were doing it a different way. That's not what I did. I wanted to do it this way. Okay, and so last two examples. I guess I'm writing them in green. The title of this section is Part to Total. And here's the bottom of my paper, and we're going to have two examples. 1, 2. They're not that big, but figured I'd use the space up. Okay, so we know that Monica has 3 red roses for every, or 5 yellow roses in her bouquet. Okay, the bouquet has 2 dozen roses total. And our question is, how many red roses do we need? All right. So we need, I want to make a 3-way table. So we have red roses, we have yellow roses, and we have a total column or row. So for red roses, I would have 3 red roses for every 5 yellow roses. And this makes a total of how many? 8 roses. Okay, so that's one finished column. I know I need 2 dozen roses. How much is a dozen? 12. So 2 times 12 is, so putting that in. And I need to know how many red roses. So that's what I'm trying to figure out is red. I could care less about yellow. All I care about is the red. So if you want to, cross out that yellow row. Sometimes it'd be important. In this case, I don't think it'll be important. We'll see. Okay, so total. I know to go from 8 to 24, I multiply by 3. So I just have to do 3 times 3. 9. So it should be 9 red roses. Cool. Boom. All right, number 2. Again, green. Ratio of boys to girls in a school is 5 to 4. So 5 to 4 is boys to girls. Remember, order matters. So it'd be 5 boys to every 4 girls. And if there are 189 total students in school, and then the question is, how many girls? Are there in the school? So again, I'll let you make the table for this one. So pause it, try to figure it out. So just like the one before, I'm going to have a boys row, a girls row, and a total row. So boys would be 5, girls is 4, and this total, 5 plus 4 is 9, and we know it's 189 total, and I want to know how many girls there are, and I don't care about the number of boys. Okay, so I need to figure out what can I multiply 9 by to get 189, and then do that same thing with the 4. So I'm going to do 189 divided by 9. Can 9 go into 1? Can 9 go into 18? Yes. How many times? 2. 2 times 9 gets me 18. Subtract 0, bring down 9. 9 goes into 9 1 time. And if we went through this, we'd have a remainder of 0. So I know it's 21. I'm going to multiply by 21. Okay. 21 times 4. 4 times 1, 4. 4 times 2, 8. So it should be 84. So we should have 84 girls in school. All right. Just under 10 minutes. Boom. And I'm going to talk a little more. Okay. Expectations after the video. Were you focusing? How can you improve next time? Or what's helping you the most with this? And yeah, let me know any feedback that you have. All right, have a great day. Bye.